This is your focused theory revision, brought to you by Driving with Toby, where theory meets practice. I'm Toby, and today in Theory Unlocked, we're tackling the topic that confuses most people on paper, stopping distances. If numbers stress you out, relax. This episode is specifically for you. The official test focuses less on memorising every single number and much more on you understanding the relationship between speed, road conditions and safety. This means the key to passing is mastering the 2-second rule and knowing that rain, snow and ice dramatically increase your stopping distance. We're going to focus on that simple, math-free safety margin first, and then give you 2 quick test tricks just in case the numbers do pop up. Theory meets practice, the 2-part stop. Stopping a car involves 2 distinct phases that the test will ask about. Understanding this helps you predict risk and feel in control. Phase 1, thinking distance. This is the distance the car travels from the moment your eyes see the problem until your foot starts moving to the brake. This is all about alertness. Your focus and sharp attention directly shortens this distance, giving you a massive personal advantage. Phase 2, braking distance. This is the distance the car travels from when your foot presses the brake until the car stops completely. This depends on outside things, your tyres, the road surface, and how fast you are going. The equation. Stopping distance always equals thinking distance plus braking distance. This is the only formula you absolutely need to remember for the test. You can't measure meters on the road as you're driving along. So the test wants you to use the simple practical tool, the 2-second rule. So let's talk about how you can implement it whilst you're driving, and that will hopefully help you understand the theory behind it. First, pick a fixed object ahead, a sign, a bridge or a lamppost. Second, when the vehicle in front passes that object, count 1001, 1002. Finally, if you finish counting before you reach that object, you've successfully created your safe buffer and you are at least 2 seconds behind the car in front. You are empowered to stop. The wet weather exception. The test expects you to double the gap when it's wet. Why? Because although the thinking distance won't change, the braking distance doubles. The simple rule becomes the 4-second rule. Test tricks. How to guess the numbers. Now for the 2 quick test tricks for if you get a few numerical questions. Remember, the 4 multiple choice answers are usually far enough apart. Our tricks give you the best estimate so you can easily choose the right one without needing the exact number. Trick 1, the multiplier. To guess the total stopping distance in feet, just remember the speeds and the simple pattern. At 20 miles per hour, the trick is to multiply 20 by 2, giving you 40 feet. That is the total stopping distance. For each 10 miles per hour higher than 20, we multiply by an extra 0.5. So at 20 miles per hour, we multiply 20 by 2. At 30 miles per hour, we multiply 30 by 2.5. At 40 miles per hour, we multiply 40 by 3. At 50 miles per hour, we multiply 50 by 3.5. At 60 miles per hour, we multiply 60 by 4. At 70 miles per hour, we multiply 70 by 4.5. 70 multiplied by 4.5 is 315 feet. That's the length of a professional football pitch. So if you're driving at 70 miles per hour, the minimum it will take you to stop is the length of a professional football pitch, and that is if you brake in an emergency. Trick 2. Feet to meters conversion. If the test asks for the distance in meters, you don't need a calculator. If you know the distance in feet, the simple tip is to divide that distance by 3. For example, 75 feet at 30 miles per hour divided by 3 equals 25. That estimate is close enough to the official answer to easily choose the right option on the multiple choice list. This trick will guide you straight to the correct number. Audio practice phase. Let's translate a tricky question into practice. First of all, my turn. Listen to my analysis of this scenario. You are driving at 50 miles per hour on a wet road. What is the minimum gap you should maintain? Okay, here's my analysis. The key is wet road. Wet means double the normal 2 seconds, so the practical answer is the 4-second rule. Therefore, the correct answer would be to maintain a minimum gap of 4 seconds. Okay, here's a final practice check for you. Here's your scenario. What are the 2 distinct parts of overall stopping distance? They are thinking distance and braking distance. The thinking distance is the time it takes for you to spot the hazard to getting your foot on the brake pedal, and the braking distance is the time it takes the car to come to a complete stop from when you've put your foot on the brake. Master those 2 terms for the test. So now it's time to forget the confusion. Use the 2-second rule and remember those 2 simple test tricks for the numerical system. 20 miles per hour means 20 times 2, which would be 40 feet. Everything beyond that, you just multiply by another 0.5. You now have the knowledge and the tools. This episode was brought to you by Driving with Toby, where theory meets practice. If you would like some more useful resources to help you become a safe driver for life, then head to our website www.drivingwithtoby.co.uk.